Hi, in this video, we're going to continue our MCP server journey in Axway Amplify Fusion. And this is the 5th video in the series, so if you haven't watched the first 4, take a look at those. But if you recall, at the end of the 4th video, we added our 3rd tool, Get Magic Pets by Status. And this is my MCP server. It's called my Fusion MCP server. Recall it has API key authentication, and we were testing it up until now in Postman, and we can connect to it. We can see the tools that are available, and we can call the tools and get a response. But now to make this more interesting, we'd actually like to call this from an LLM, and not all LLMs can connect to remote MCP servers, but Claude Desktop is one of them. And in this video, we'll take a look at how to configure Claude Desktop to connect to my MCP server and use the tools. So what you do is you go into Claude Desktop. I think you need to be a pro user. I'm not 100% sure, but if you can't, then that might be the issue. But if I go under Settings and Developer, you can edit the configuration for local and remote MCP servers. So if I click Edit, it brings me to where the Claude Desktop config.json is, and in here I need to enter the appropriate JSON for my MCP servers. So I've got that already. I'll copy that and paste it. And so this is the entry for my MCP servers, and you can have multiple. I've got one, or now I have one that I've defined. This is the my Fusion MCP server. That's just the friendly name that Claude will use, but I use the same name that I'm exposing in Fusion, and then that is also in my URL. The next thing you see is the command npx. So we're going to use npx and sse to connect to that. And the arguments I'm going to pass are MCP remote, and then this is the URL. And it's the same URL we use in Postman, so you should know where I got that. And I'm also going to use a header, which is x API key. And again, go take a look at the videos because we did look at that, and there's the header. And the last thing here is I have 2 environment variable settings, and one is the path. So on my machine, I was running into problems if I didn't specify the path to the particular node version I needed, because I have an older node. I have several node versions, and for some reason, Claude was picking up an older version. So I searched ChatGPT or Claude and provided my error message, and it kind of directed me to do this. And this is not really required for me because my Amplify Studio or control plane has a signed cert. But if you have a self-signed cert, then you could use this this environment variable node TLS reject unauthorized. This is not very secure, but it's fine for testing. So you basically set that, save it, and now I will restart Claude. And if you run into any problems, you'll get a pop-up message here, like if it can't process that config. But if it works properly, like I anticipate it would, you come in here and you will now have a new entry here under tools for my Fusion MCP server, and I can turn that on or off. I can also go in there and take a look at each of the tools and individually enable them, or disable all tools, or I could use them. Get a magic number. So now Claude is looking and seeing if it has any tools that can help with that request. So it's going to use an available tool, get magic number. And if you want to debug that and see what's going on, you can always see what it sent and what the response was. And there it is. Now, if I've used this tool already, I've been playing around, but if it's the first time you're using it, a pop-up will come up and say, you know, do you want to allow the user to use this tool? But anyway, I got my UUID. The other tools, let's take a look here. Let's get Magic Pet by status. All right, so get available Magic Pets. And again, it's calling the tool. 195 available Magic Pets. And it talks about summarizes popular categories and some notable pets. And that is the power of using an MCP server in an LLM, is that it can summarize information, you can make additional queries, you can ask for more information. And it's even telling me what I like to check pets with other status like pending or sold, and I can just say sold. And it's smart enough to know to make the call and pass sold instead of available into the Get Magic Pets by status. And it found 27. It's much smaller than available pets. List all 27 sold pets. And there you have it. So in this video, we just looked at how to configure Claude Desktop to use our MCP server that we've been working on for the last few videos. Thank you.